Okay, we're back. We just went through a whole thing here because I forgot to turn the mic on. Anyway, welcome back. When we left off, we were talking about John 3:16, the verse, one of the first verses that we memorized. And it goes, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whosoever should believe in him would not perish, but have everlasting life." Breaking that down for just a moment, realize this: God gave his Son to die. As a father myself, I can't even fathom that. And I have two boys and a girl, and I can't imagine giving up one of them to die. In the Old Testament, we have Abraham, who God told to sacrifice Isaac, his only son. So Abraham, we know him as the father of faith. That's what we refer to him as. Abraham took his son, took him up in the mountains. Isaac obediently went and gathered wood and so forth. Abraham had his knife, and Isaac said, "We've got the wood, we've got the fire. Where is the lamb to be slain?" Abraham bound his hands behind him and laid him on the altar. He was about to do exactly what God told him to do when God spared Isaac. Abraham went on to become the father of nations. He was a man of faith. And that's a little rabbit trail I didn't mean to go on. Getting back to the subject, God is love. God just doesn't love us. God is love. Now we move on to what we're going to be learning this week. And I'm going to be learning it with you, the Romans 5, verses 6, 7, and 8. It says, basically, it says, at the appointed time, God sent his Son to die for the ungodly. It goes on to say that rarely will someone die for a righteous man, though for a good man someone might even dare to die. But while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. God is righteousness. He's love and he's righteousness. Being that he is righteousness, he can't be in the presence of sin. Yet he sent his only Son to die for us while we were still sinners. What greater love is that? It's said that greater love is, how's it go? No greater love than this, that a man that lay his life down for his friends. Well, God did more than that. He didn't lay his life down for his friends. He laid his life down for those that didn't even want to have anything to do with him. And here we are, treating God like some kind of genie, some kind of last-ditch promise, someone you go to and there's nothing else, nowhere else to turn. And God, all God wants to do is be with us. He wants to love us. He wants to be surrounding us. He wants us to serve him in the way that a son would serve a father. That's our quest. That's our reality. Greater love has no one than this, that he would die, he would lay his life down for his enemies. can't wrap my head around it. I can't fathom the intense love that God has for us. So, next week, hopefully, I'll have this passage memorized, and so will you. That we can recite it, and we can tag that on to John 3:16, because this is the basis of our faith. It's not some kind of dogma or liturgy or something that man dreamt up. It's the love of God that even in our darkest hour, even in our most unrighteousness, He's still there. He still loves us. He's still with us. So until the next time, Mungu Akubariki. God be with you. I want to be with you personally. I want to see your face. I'm tired of looking at this camera. I want to be with you. And I believe I will be with you. I know I'll be with you. Be it here, there, or in the air. God be with you always. Goodbye.